All right, back here with Remap in another coaching session for Nightcat. This is a TvT on what is this? Polestar. So this replay is quite long, but we're going to be focusing on the early game up to a point where we think there's enough stuff to look at to improve, and we're not going to go through the whole thing and kind of just too much information sometimes. So um, let's hit it. So we're going 9 depot. Um, I'm gonna make our racks edge of our base to float. This is good. Not too close to the ramp where you get BBS'd. 12 gas. Mine on gas immediately. Good. What is this, a 15 scout? I think that's fine. 14 scout, 15 scout. It's okay. 230 factory. Took off gas. Making 2 marines.
All right, pause here.
Yeah.
That SCV scout in TvT, you don't really need to check all the way inside of the base. Just check the ramp. It's okay if it's still at like 1 o'clock and you missed it. That's fine. All we need at this point is that he's not going 13 or 15 CC here. Like, cause you're not gonna be able to say whether he's going 2 fag or 1 fag at this stage anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. It's just better to check the other spawn, whether he's going 13 CC or some like proxy racks in early game. So just check the ramp and pull it back. That way you can check all the spawn before you put down the CC, so that you can have a correct response to 13 or 15 CC or proxy racks.
What does the checking the ramp get you?
If you make the marine on 16 supply, you will see the marine.
Oh, you mean you'll see his marine?
Yeah,
Okay, so you just invest that little bit of extra scouting in the case you actually found him there.
right.
Okay,
But even though you missed it, that's still okay.
still okay.
We already got all the information we need from 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah.
We see a scout.
So pause here.
Yep.
His SCV came about same time that we're getting into 5 o'clock. His SCV might be faster because he probably only checked like ramp and pulled it back faster. So as soon as you sell your SCV, also you have to kind of keep that in mind that he must be at 5 o'clock, or it's some like 13 or 15 CC from 7 o'clock late scout, right?
Yeah.
So as you're killing it, your eye should be looking at the minimap at that SCV at 5 o'clock. And as soon as we see that marine, we just pull it back. You don't need to go in at all.
Yeah.
It's really important to save that SCV. If that SCV die, even though it's a 2 fac, I mean I think we scout that it's a 2 fac because it kind of like ran inside, but it still doesn't tell you whether it's a 2 fac Vulture Goliath or 2 fac add-on tank push or like one tank one Vulture mine. Like there's so many variation that they can do. So it's really bad that those SCV dies. So we should have just like pull it back here and just save it at the natural choke, and just try to go in again at 3 minute 30 second. And if you don't see a CC going on by 3 minute 30 second, you just assume that it's a 2 fac or some one base variation, and you just have to leave that SCV alive, and gotta see what's coming out after, whether it's coming out the vulture or coming out with the tank. That's what it's really important here. But yeah, let's keep it going.
Yeah. We can't take too much damage on this SCV because then we won't be able to poke in for the CC later. But we go
Yeah.
in and we get in and see the 2-fact. So what
Okay.
are you thinking now? What's your response?
We should save that SCV because it's only one Marine. We can still save it.
Yeah.
And
We see
then
vulture making.
good. So more than likely it should be a 2-fact Vulture Goliath type deal. The correct response to 2-fact Vulture Goliath is you just make bunker and you do the same thing. Just put down the second fact right away and just keep making Vulture and Goliath. But this is okay too. You make if you want to go 1-fact add-on. I mean 1 Vulture add-on. Just make tank right away. But we make Vulture, then we should do mine upgrade. But let's see. Yeah. So pause here. So there's no advantage of putting down that fast add-on here because we're not really pushing for the upgrades. He's putting down the factory. The upgrade should be the priorities here. So we went for 1 Vulture add-on, meaning that we want to push the upgrade faster. But we put down the early add-on, but we're not really doing any upgrades. So what's the point of putting the add-on? We could have just keep making Vulture and Goliath out of it if you're not trying to push for the upgrades faster, right? So if you want to put down Bunker, 1 Vulture, then add-on, that's fine. Then you should be making Tank or keep making Vulture, but do the mine upgrade really fast so that before his Goliath or Tank get to your natural choke, you can put down the mine so that you don't get contained by him. So that's one thing we missed out here. All right, let's keep.
We're pausing production on our only factory unit, factory production when we saw he was going for aggressive 2-fact build. I feel like here I'll prioritize units over kind of anything else, and once we have enough unit count, then we can go back to because we know we're ahead on eco already, so we don't need to necessarily focus on it as much. Like here, we still only have 2 vultures.
Yeah, and like pushing out with those 2 vultures are also really risky.
Very risky. If they catch you, they basically can run you down with patrol micro.
Yep.
I kind
Okay.
of see maybe why he want to do that. He want to see what was coming. We have the racks for that, and if we want to do that, we should just get the quick mines and mine in front of our base to prevent the contain, like Remap was saying.
Yeah, if you ever want to do this, just sneak out 1 vulture, go all the way around, because like we're already having a vision going across the map with the Rex. So maybe go all the way down to his base just to see what's coming out, with only 1 vulture, as you're making tank and vulture with the mine upgrades.
Here we're getting siege and a tank, and I just looking at this, I think we don't have a standard game plan for responding to what we scouted here.
Yeah. So you probably want to say it there. Um, Well, so it doesn't make sense that we make 4 vulture and start making tank with the siege. If we want to do the siege upgrade, we should be making tank right away after 1 vulture
Yeah.
and do the siege upgrade. Making a tank here is fine, but at least since we have a 4 vulture, it should be mine upgrades at least.
Yeah.
Like what is that 1 tank gonna do? If he save up all the tank out of the 2 factory, he has like 5 tank ready already. So you're not taking advantage of the early add-on. You're not taking advantage of like anything pretty much at this point. So, um,
I
I mean,
think
there's
one
a
thing to
lot of
know.
options.
I think one
Yeah.
thing to know is that siege tanks in siege mode in small numbers are not very threatening, and they can get popped pretty easily. So that's kind of why if we were gonna go siege, we had to start pumping them earlier.
Correct. Yeah, either make tank early and siege upgrade, or if we want to make four vulture like this, do the mine upgrade at least early. So those are two things that you can go by, I guess. All right. I wonder why our SCV counts are same as the opponents.
I think we probably. I think we cut SCVs to make the third factory. I'm assuming that's what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay, we
okay. I
see
think
two.
I think he had a question in the chat. He was like, "How does he have two factory and a CC done like this? Like, how's that possible?"
Well, he just put down 2 FAC and probably went for CC right away since he got scouted.
Yeah.
But we overreact to seeing the 2 FAC here because we cause so many SCVs. And we build on 3 FAC. I mean, which is okay. We have early 3 FAC, meaning that our army count should be more than the opponents moving forward. But we can really take advantage of that because all we made was vulture, but then we don't have either speed upgrades or mine upgrades. We're doing siege upgrade, and the tanks is just about to come out here. So we just kind of overreact, and our upgrade is not with the same concept that you are planning out. So it's just little. The game got really lost here. Like I don't really know our game plan here. I don't know why we went for vulture, then into tank, but doing the siege upgrade here. So that's why we're just that here.
I think we need some guidance. Seeing the two fact, what would you have done?
Since it's a cross spawn, I would have put down 3 factory like this, but out of keep making vulture with the mine upgrade first.
Yeah.
So then I can just like mine out the map and have the map control, and then just pumping up the SCV production
Mm-hmm.
as and just see what he's up to, whether he's going vulture Goliath or making tank. If he's going tank, it's really great because he's not going to be able to push out until he has a scan. But then he only have 2 scan. He's not going to be able to use a scan all the way to my natural choke. So I have a lot of times to just keep making SCVs and keep making more factories and just like pumping out your tank production from moving forward once you mine out the map. So the game you're just ahead.
Vulture mines, I guess, catches everything coming out of two fact, right? Because you have the bunker, so you're gonna be able to block his like if he makes two fact pure vulture, you can block that. If he makes tanks, Goliaths or stuff, there will be mines for that. So it's kind of strong against anything from a two fact, since you were able to identify that. The other thing, I mean, the other style would be to go tank first and just pump tanks, and that tank and bunker will stop the vultures, and then you'll have more stuff than he does over time. For if he went tank Goliath.
Yeah.
Here we see his move out of 4 tanks
Yeah.
with the Rex.
Yeah, but this is really threatening because we don't really have anything. We have a lot of vulture, but we have no upgrade vulture, so they can really do anything to those for tank.
Yeah,
That's why we just dead here.
we're researching speed here, and it should be mines.
Yeah.
I think I think we're researching speed here because in our mind it's probably like, okay, if we're doing 3 fact vulture, we need to get speed first, right? So I think you have to be kind of flexible and mix it up. As in according to the situation. If mines is good against like aggressive builds by them if they're going tanks or something like that. Mines is very good. Mines is generally more economical because your whole plan is just to mine up so you have vision and not get contained while pumping SUVs. Speed is more, I would say, aggressive, and you're trying to really get a ton of vultures and do stuff with them, having a lot of speed. But in this case, we already said it, but we mixed and matched tank, siege mode, a couple vultures. In that case, with that vulture count, I would have gone for mines. Because you can still lay down a lot of mines with a small number of vultures, but you can't really do much with the small amount of speed vultures, even if they have speed upgrade. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
If our opponent's siege had finished a little earlier, or if he just pulled it back a little earlier, I think this game is pretty much done at that point because it's gonna be very hard to break out. And we're at even bases anyways, so I think we basically covered this one. Very hard position to come back from here in a mirror match, especially. There's nothing really you can rely on here. You don't have a starport, you can't make any plays with that. You don't have any mines on the map that you can walk into, so let's look at the other one that Nightcat sent. I gotta remember to stream it back. Alright. So this one has a short timer on it. So it'll be good. It'll be good because we're gonna cover early game, which is really important. Knockout. High ground, very important in this map.
버스핀 여기 지도엔 안 나오는데 그 티켓 지도에 안 나오는 티켓
We scout a center. We saw his one marine. We pulled back, didn't take damage. Good. We didn't block his SUV from getting in, but we should be able to kill it on its way out. This SUV sees that we're going vulture and expansion. Our SUV sees that he's going nothing. So here you gotta send your first vulture out at him to try to see what he's really up to.
So pause here.
Yeah.
We see no CC. I mean,
Yeah.
no CC and
Yeah.
only one Marine Rex
Yeah.
float.
Yep.
And when you saw that, it's at least not a one fact one star porch build. Okay.
That's true.
Because if it's a one fact star port, they make at least like up to 4 Marines.
Yep. Because they need marines to make a bunker at your front.
Okay, so second option that we have here is he can still go 2-fact Goliath, 2-fact Vulture Goliath, one base, or he can either go 1-fact 2-star ports here. It's gonna be one of those, or it could be any 2-fact variation or 1-fact 2-star ports here. So what I would have done here is put down bunker, and then since we saw the Vulture.
Yep.
I'm leaning more towards to the 2-fact Vulture Goliath, or it could be a 1-fact 2-star port still, but kind of doubt it. So the best follow up here is put down bunker, make add-on into armory, and just keep pumping tank. Make second fact, and make tank Goliath, tank Goliath.
So let's see the reaction. Let's see what we do. We're making our expo, so we're checking for his expo. He has no expo. And our first vulture is finishing. Now it's time to make an add-on, not the second vulture. And I was saying, if you hadn't seen the Rax flow with the vulture come out, you need to send this vulture up to the front, or at least I like to do that to start poking this marine, because if nothing's coming out, then he probably start making tank. So you have some time before that tank comes out to to poke these guys with the first vulture. Sometimes you can kill a lot of Marines with it, actually. But this second vulture, I would have made add-on.
Yeah, we can still cancel it and just put an add-on. We
Yeah.
don't have to finish it.
Yeah. I think the point is like we have to be fluid, right? Like I know the build order, the standard build order is 2 Marines and then 2 vultures, but this is like one modification that you can think about based on your scouting. Okay, so
Okay.
we see that's a great scout actually. So now we saw 4 minutes. So that to me that means it's a 3 depot play, right? Or it's a fact port like with Vulture Wraith into CC.
Well, the fact pour still put down CC at the 3 minute 30 second. It's just a bad optimization, basically.
Okay. Okay.
Like so, there's nothing to be scared about here. Like you're basically up on everything. You can keep making SCVs and you can keep making army and you can make factory after that. Like everything's gonna be faster from your end. He cannot punish you with anything. So you still stick with so in here we don't have to upgrade the siege. You just keep making tank and put down second and third factory
Yeah.
and maybe make 1 or 2 Goliath just to see if it's a raid or not. And if it's not raid, then you can switch into tank and vulture and decide whether you want to go siege upgrade or mine upgrades based on what he's doing after we scout with the Rex here. But definitely, I'm not going to put down the bunker anymore because that was a great scout. Um, he's only 1 Marine. So we are safe from like those early vulture poke. We're just safe from everything pretty much. So we can skip bunker here. Just make tank, Goliath, make factory and vulture, and we can literally just go contain him here. But let's see.
In this
What,
situation, can't he have pump nonstop vulture with while getting a port so he can have like the 4 vulture poke while the wraith is coming?
but 2 vulture, 2 Marine is gonna be able to hold the 3 vulture, and if we wait until 4 vulture, we're gonna have something come out of our factory after the
Yeah.
add-on anyway.
Okay. Okay.
So and especially this map is there's a little dig at that
Yeah.
natural smoke,
Yeah.
so it's easier to.
You fight. Yeah, to fight it. Yeah. Okay. So we floated. We were up to 400 plus minerals. I noticed this. Um, that could have been the second factory plus the armory to kind of
Yeah,
have the catch-all tank Goliath against whatever his weird late expansion build was.
I see that we're cutting a lot of SCVs. Like, did we cut the SCVs or no? I feel
I
like we did.
well, I assume not because the other guy has the same count right now.
Okay, all right, let's keep it going.
Now you have me looking at his SCV counter, see if it's queued. Got some breakage there.
Okay, let's see the opponent base. We're seeing it with the
2 add-on
Okay,
tanks.
so 2 add-on tank. So as soon as we see that, cancel the speed upgrade. It's too late. Oh, actually, you can really cancel it. This one. Uh, it's not good, but we can still play out with this. So after that vulture comes out, you still um. If I was in this position, out of just keep making vulture,
Mm-hmm.
never get supply block, and
Just
you can cut the
overwhelm.
SCVs.
Try to
You can
overwhelm.
cut the SCVs and just keep making vulture. And once the speed upgrade is done, you just have to go kill his SCVs, and then do the mine upgrade really fast. because it's only gonna be 3 or 4 tank that's coming at your natural. Don't worry about it. It's only tank. They can kill the SCVs as fast you're killing the SCVs with your vulture. Okay, so we have to go for the trade.
Going for backstab, basically.
Yeah, yes, we're gonna kill the SCVs so much faster, and we can pull it back so much faster too. Then the mine upgrade should be done at the point. So you mine out the backside, and then with all the vulture that you saved up from your base that you've been making, you try to surround those 3 or 4 vulture and do some like vulture mine micro. And when you have like more than like 10 vulture, you can actually kill the tank too. So that's what that should be your game plan at this point, because you're already more than halfway done with the speed upgrade, and you already decide to go 3-fact vulture. That's fine, but with the 6 or 8 vulture that you're gonna have here, don't try to fight the tank. You just have to go for the backstep
Yeah.
and
You gotta buy
delay
time.
his. Yeah, just keep delaying his reinforcement until you have a mine upgrade done. And once you have the mine upgrade done, you just like mine out all over the map and just try to kill the tank at your natural, and then just play out the game from there.
All right, what about this? If we saw what we saw, which was like some kind of delayed expo thing, I would have thought I would just go mines first. I want to go for speed first.
Yeah, that's what I just said too. Like, I'd have gone tank Goliath in this scenario, but
Yeah, but we didn't go tank Goliath, so if we were going 3-fact Volt, it'd be 3-fact Volt mines, right?
yeah, 3-fact Vault Mine is really good too. That's actually a lot safer. So if you're not really good with the Vulture speed, you can always go with the Vulture Mine, like 3-fact Vulture Mine first, and just try to play from the defensive, like just take a like defense stance pretty
Yeah,
much.
I think
You're
it's
not using
similar to
all
the first game we looked at, right? Because we thought he was gonna do something weird and one base type of thing, but he just went for some delayed expo. And if we had mines there, it would have been really good too.
yeah.
I think it's just the build order thing, because if you read the build order, it says get vultures, get 3 factory, get speed first, right? That's kind of like it's just without regard to what we're dealing with. That's what it says.
And that Rex too. We saw that 2-fact tank pump. Yeah, just pull it down. And we see no good. Did the vulture run by? Okay, so it's actually good because he's not keep pumping out the tank. It's actually the vulture follow up.
Yeah.
We should never split the vulture here. We should have never go in there either. So with the 4 vulture, what you should have done is you just kill the SCVs at the natural.
Yeah,
and
just
they
let him
pulled
run
it back. Right, then we just stay at the natural, and we saw the vulture came out. Just keep killing those like vulture follow up with the 4 vulture, and then you're gonna have another 4 to 6 vulture. Okay, so making tanker is like kind of bad.
The
You
tanks
can-
went around. That's what.
Yeah, don't fight. It's fine. Just save the. So those vultures should never get reinforced here. That was the job with the 4 vulture that we sent in. Yeah.
It's hectic.
So basically, with those 4 vulture, we should have just keep killing the vulture reinforcement and denying from mining the mining from the natural, and then don't even fight the army. Yeah, just keep repairing the bunker. That's a good idea. And then just keep save the vulture from your base. You can make tank here. You cannot pace up with the, because he already have 4 tank. It's better to just have more vulture count, and once the mine is done, we just surround those tank with the mines and vulture. You know
Yeah.
that you can follow up with the tank here. So that siege upgrade and tank follow up was really bad. We should have just keep making vulture, and depends on how much time that you saved. You're gonna be able to have like at least more than 10 vulture with the mine upgrade done, and at that point you just go out and fight. And let's say if he has a couple vulture saved up here, Then with those 10 vulture, you target fire the vulture first. Then once all the vulture die, then you just surround the tank with the vulture and just mine.
I think
And just kill
you
him
might
every
need to
time.
pull SCVs too. That sounds like a hard fight.
Yeah. But don't try to pull the SCVs in this position where you're trying to like save the time. It's
No,
okay.
yeah. No, I mean once you
it-
get your critical mass of vultures for the breakout, you gotta
Yeah.
pull some boys. Because it's gonna be hard if you had like this many tanks plus reinforcing vultures.
Yeah. So but like I said, it takes a lot of action and a good commitment. So like Aether is saying, just to be on the safe side, just start off with the mine upgrades. That pretty much holds everything. And once you get really used with it, you can try to play out the speed vulture style in an aggressive way, which is good too. But until you get the hang of the TvT, it's probably better to just do the mine upgrade first, all the time.
What about Vulture Wars? If the other guy's doing the standard 3-fact Vulture.
Yeah, same thing. That actually the mine upgrade counter that build. You just mine out your mine outside of your natural, then just you don't skip the SCVs. You just keep making the SCVs,
Yep.
and once you have a mine done, just mine out the map. Your SCV count is gonna be way more than him, and then once you have a mine and speed done, you just start making the tank a lot faster than him, and you just kind of push out and take third faster and put down 7-fact faster, and just you're just ahead at that point because he wants to do the damage because he skipped a lot of SCV counts in early game.
You
But
think we should recommend that as the standard TvT build for this season for this team?
yeah, I think we can make a VOD.
Yeah, we can.
How to
Let's do that. Let's do that next time.
Yeah.
All right. So we learned some things about defending these kind of off less standard things, and it comes down to either mines or tank Goliath as just basically catching everything that they could possibly do. Speed vulture is very hard because you have to backstab them, make them like react to you while holding your front, and just it's a lot of multitask. Very difficult. Cool. Thanks for watching, and until next time.